What's up guys, GCMSC here and welcome to a new squad builder on FIFA 13. I haven't done one of these in a long time. This is kind of a themed one seeing as the Barclays Premier League is starting this weekend. But guys, if we can smash 1,000 likes, I'll do a FIFA 14 version of this with my predicted cards and stuff tomorrow. So get a like in the video if you want to see that. Also, if you're looking for cheap and reliable coins, check out idgbay.com. The links will all be below in the description. And finally, leave a comment below as to what players you're most looking forward to seeing in the Barclays Premier League next season. They don't have to be new transfers, they can be anyone you want. So this team, I've got a full bench and reserves. I'll get into that in a second, but starting off then, I went to the 3-5-2 as obviously it's my most comfortable formation on Ultimate Team. But the goalkeeper is going to be Liverpool's new keeper, and that is Simon Mignolet. On FIFA 14, I imagine he'll get quite a big upgrade compared to now, but basically now Reina has gone. Reina he's quite a big boost to fill, to be fair, for Mignolet, and I hope he does a very good job. Last season for Sunderland he had a fantastic season, and definitely hope he can make that step up. The right centre back is going to be an informed player, and that is going to be Koscielny. And for me, he's Arsenal's best centre back, defensive player wise, and on my team he's a great player as well. But basically, last season he had a very good year in partnership with Mertesacker, and I believe he'll be one of them players that will probably make that step up. He's a great player as it is, but I think he'll be even better next year. And the next player is going to be David Luiz. He's not going to be there though. He's going to be over here. And David Luiz for me is definitely a player that's going to have a good year next season. To be fair, last year he got a bit of stick at the beginning for being quite clumsy when it came to the defensive side of things. Like, he used to be out of position all the time. He used to give away stupid fouls. But now he seems to have upped his game a lot. And he's definitely a player that's very interesting to watch as well. He scores a lot of goals. And he is entertaining, at least, to say that. The final centre-back is going to be Aston Villa's new player, and that is Akore. He used to play in Denmark, I believe, in the Superliga. Correct me if I'm wrong there. But basically, this guy's been hyped around a lot, and I'm surprised he went to Villa. I've heard him being linked with a few clubs, but obviously, he's guaranteed starting start 11 football right there. He should be at least, and definitely, he's very young, 1992, and so I reckon he'll fit nicely into Villa's defence, as that is one of the regions they need to improve on. Go on to midfield then. At left midfield, we're going to have Chelsea's new left mid, and that is Andre Schürrle. Question how much game time he'll get, we'll see in the future. Whether or not he'll play a lot, again, we'll see. But Schürrle used to play for Bayer Leverkusen and has had a very good last few years. And to be fair, I think that he'll fit well into the Chelsea team, but again, it is how much game time he will get. The right midfielder is going to be Manchester United's new starlet, and for some reason I can't find him. Whereabouts is he then? I don't know if I got the right. He should be here. 1 second, boys. Okay, I think I found him. I don't know why he wasn't coming up there on the 3-5-2. He is in the right formation. He is there. For some reason, he wasn't shown on the search. But basically, Wilfried Zaha recently he signed in January from Crystal Palace. And to be fair, I think this guy's got a big future. Obviously, he's got to settle in. And in the Community Shield, he seemed a bit like he wanted to do too much with the ball, but people were comparing him to the likes of Ronaldo when he first joined, where he was trying to overdo skill, and then eventually he grew into his game and learned pretty much the ropes from the rest of the players around him. So I think it'll be a big season for Zaha, especially if he gets that game time. The first CDM is going to be Tottenham's new player, and that is going to be, he's not on this page, he will be over here. There he is. Paulinho, whatever you want to call him. And this guy used to play for Corinthians, and now he had a fantastic Confederations Cup as well. And I think it's a great purchase from Tottenham. He cost him around £15 million, I believe, and he's a very all-round player. He plays in a defensive role, but he can get it forward, and he reminds me a bit like Yaya Toure. I've said it again, but he does kind of remind me of the same type of player. The final CDM is going to be Norwich's new player, and that is going to be, whereabouts is he? I can't even find him. He is there, and that is Leroy Fer. He was linked with a move to Everton back in January. I believe there was something to do with his medical or something like that, but he has finally made the switch to the Barclays Premier League from the Eredivisie, and I think that would be a very nice signing for him. Very good defensively, and he again is another all-round player like Paulinho. The cam is going to be one of my favourite players at Liverpool, and that is Katina. This guy is an absolute magician. If you've watched him, he's magic with the ball. He pretty much can play a pass through anything. And on FIFA 14, he deserves a big upgrade in my opinion, passing wise. And the two strikers, we're going to go to the left striker, and the first one is going to be Benteke. And Benteke, for me, he had a fantastic year last year, 20 plus goals. And I believe, I think he actually got 19 goals, something around that. But basically, if this guy can be anything like he was last year, he'll be absolutely incredible. And I think I know he just signed a new contract at Villa. He handed a transfer request, but I feel that he'll definitely be utilised a lot next season, and I hope he will do as well as he did in the previous year. The final striker is going to be Swansea's new striker, and that is, again, not on this page. Whereabouts is he now? He's there, and that is Bony. I go on about this guy so much, and basically, he had a fantastic year in the Eredivisie last year, and he's made the switch to Swansea, and I think he'll be up there in the top scorers. I'm just saying that now. I think he'll get a shit ton of goals next season, especially going to the bench, linked up this guy, Michu. Michu, again, was another fantastic signing by Swansea last year, and them two, Bony and Michu, are going to be a deadly combination. Luke Shaw's on expert, a good year last year for Southampton. I expect him to be a silver at least on FIFA 14. Then we've got Chadley, another player from the Eredivisie, has made his way to the Barclays Premier League to Spurs, and that is Chadley. He's played for FC Twente, and again, a quite interesting player. Soldado has made the move to Tottenham, but unfortunately hasn't got a Tottenham badge on FIFA 13. Jovetic and Negredo, two Man City players recently signed. Their attacks could be pretty filthy next year. And we've got Daniel Sturridge. Finished the season last year incredibly. Very good in front of goal, and definitely going to be looking forward to seeing him play. Delafeu, he's on loan from Barcelona to Everton. Again, not got an Everton badge, but I feel he'll do a lot of damage in the Barclays Premier League. Ricky van Wolfswinkel, a goal scorer that Norwich have signed, along with Leroy Fer. There are a lot of Eredivisie players in here that have made the switch to the Barclays Premier League, and I feel that it'll improve the league a lot. Then we've got Luiz Alberto. He may not start much for Liverpool. He hasn't got a Liverpool badge yet, but I feel he'll do a nice job. He looks like a very good and technical player, and I think he's a very good signing by Brendan Rodgers. Then we've got John Joe Shelby. He has it now at Swansea. Scored a cracking goal yesterday for the England under-21s, and definitely another player that I believe will have a good season next year. And finally, we've got Lukaku. If he gets game time, this guy will be in the top 10 scorers, guarantee that. This guy in front of goal is absolutely unbelievable, guys. So I'll be back in a second with the gameplay. So going on to the gameplay then, as you can see, the attack line with Bony and Benteke, they look really good, but unfortunately, it took me a few games to get into grips with things, and Benteke obviously was the clear standout player of the team. Bony wasn't too great. Like, in my other teams, Bony was probably the best striker I've used, but he didn't really work in this team at all, hence why I subbed on Daniel Sturridge, who obviously gives out the Danish sausage for fun, and basically, Bony, like I said, wasn't the greatest, so obviously Sturridge, and I think it was Jovetic I bought on a few times as well. They were probably the two better options if you were going ultimate team wise, but real life I am definitely looking forward to seeing Bony. On to my favourite players, or the players I'm definitely looking forward to the most. The first one is obviously going to be Philippe Coutinho. If you saw the impact he made since January, it was absolutely unbelievable. The link-up play he done with Daniel Sturridge was phenomenal. And like I'm going by real life, that was a great ball by Coutinho, slotting through Sturridge on our team right there. But Coutinho's inform isn't that great on our team. Seems a bit weak and wasn't too fun to play with, but basically Coutinho is definitely the player I'm most looking forward to seeing. If you do fantasy league or fantasy football, I'd definitely put Coutinho on that team because he's going to bag a lot of assists. I'm pretty sure of it this season. The next player is going to be, like I was covering before, which is Bony. I think he'll get a load of goals. Him and Benteke definitely racking them points on fantasy football if you do that. And finally, we've got David Luiz. David Luiz, if he's anything like he was last season, he'll definitely be an entertaining character to watch, to say the least. But guys, like I said, 1,000 likes, and I'll do a FIFA 14 version of this tomorrow. Basically, I'll make the cards and put them in the team exactly the same, but I'll show you what I think their ratings will be, guys. So thank you for watching the video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.